this is Matt. Welcome back to FyreWeekly. This is for the weeks of 20 and 21, and today we're going to be looking at some cool things. But first, I am joined by Phil.
Hi.
Hello.
I was just like, is he going to remember my name this time? Please say he remembers my name. Hello, yes, welcome to FyreWeekly.
We've got a lot of cool things to show today. We've got some canyons, some dragons, some future builds, and some shipwrecks to show everyone. It's going to be cool. But Phil, for people who have no idea what FyreWeekly is because they haven't seen the last bajillion episodes we put out, what is FyreWeekly?
FyreWeekly is the weekly build contest on the FyreUK official server. And you have 1 week to do a theme that we pick, either a main theme or an optional theme. So we'll have a look at 2 weeks worth of those today. And then we judge and pick some winners. But it's all good fun and it's all a good laugh. And
it is.
Yes, there are some awesome builds in this one.
Yeah, very cool builds.
That's coming up.
Okay, let's
One particular awesome one.
So we're going to start here with the theme of Canyon on week 20 for FyreWeekly. So number 1 here is by the French maestro, Sir Julius.
The Mr. Sir Jules. With this awesome little canyon with one of his infamous diagonal bridges, which is also at a slant, if you can tell there.
Very
it's
interesting.
It's very unique in its thing. And there's also some dinosaur bones at the bottom, because dinosaurs are infamous in the Wild West.
Yep.
You know, I remember that John Wayne film where he's running away from the T-Rex. That's a classic. I don't know anymore. But yeah, it's really cool, and I love the fact that he's managed to get like a rail and like, you know, I don't know if it's like a minecart thing. It's the one with like the 2 push-up bits that it's like a seesaw push mechanism.
Yeah, it's like
I think.
do 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 do. That's me. That's me doing
That's the music it makes. They were all. It was installed on every single model that was released.
Exactly.
That when you push down, notes play.
Yeah, I like it though. Good use of blocks, especially the smaller like fences and wall blocks in the texture pack. They look really good.
And especially the different types of cacti as well, different colours and
it's
stuff.
actually a nice bit of terraforming as well. You know.
Yeah.
It's not hugely normal canyony, but it's kind of a desert canyon, which is pretty good. So there we go. Let's move on to number 2 for this week.
This one. I can't read this name. What is this one? Is this one?
I think there's been some mistake.
What? How dare you? I'm leaving, sir. That's it. I'm done.
I like how a couple of weeks back I was in FyreWeekly, and now you're in FyreWeekly. It's good. We're both kind of...
Yeah, I felt like it was time for me to actually contribute to it. I didn't have a lot of time to do that much, but I really wanted to do something similar to Red Rock, but also Grand Canyon-esque. But I wanted to have it as though there was like this fort on the top, and then like these natives at the bottom. But I took some inspiration from Game of Thrones a little bit. So this is kind of the Western version of the Night's Watch, and these are the wildlings down
I remember
here.
looking at this. I didn't judge this week, but I remember seeing this. And what I particularly liked, I'm running straight to it to show people. So here is Field Marshal Phil's little office.
Yes, this is my office. I am a field marshal because we're using the British military system. And obviously I put some books in there with Game of Thrones references. And then down here I decided to put the staff barracks with some of the moderators and the staff down in here. So
I like how me and Tom are just cramped in a little... Do we just stand like this? Is this how we sleep?
You know what's funny is the fact that there are actually supposed to be bunk beds here, but for some reason
it would have been the copy and paste. Yeah.
They seem to have not been pasted in, so
I
guess you're all just sleeping. Yeah, you're just one of you's going to be like crouched on top of here, and the other one's just going to be lying on the floor. So
amazing. That's very cool. I like how he gave us all the correct ranks and everything.
Yeah, well, I literally like Wikipedia'd it and got all the ranks, and I thought, okay, well, let's just give the generic ones to those that are appropriate. So.
It's cool. Yeah, it's a nice little build, and I really like the terraforming actually on this. I love that kind of canyony red rocky style.
Yeah, that was the most fun I've had with it. Like I said, the rest of the stuff like the fort and everything, I didn't have that long to do. I really am quite proud of this tent though. I'm quite happy with how that turned out. But
it does look pretty good. It's like a little wigwam.
There were supposed to be swords and stuff, and just this isn't how I pictured my moment.
Well, I do apologize because when copy and paste happen, you know.
Yeah. It's fine though. There are little details that sometimes get missed out, but
I like how there's a little bit of a smoke hole in the top of this tent.
Yes.
Smoke hole. That's my word for today. I'm going to see how many times I can say smoke hole.
Smoke hole.
In FyreWeekly. Okay, so moving on here to number 3.
This is by Flybert. Flybert, fly, live your dreams. And he's got an awesome little western town here with a lot more foliage, but also a really, really awesome caravan, which has had its wheels stolen. Or has a wheel missing, I think. I think there's actually a wheel missing from the side. Oh, wow. That's a shame. That's probably why it's there. Caravan. That's probably why it's stuck. But yeah, it's got everything that, a classic western town needs, like wells, a water tower, and
just stuck in
an axe. Peddington Station. This is obviously the wayward station in between.
Peddington. I thought you said Pettington. I'm like, I don't want to go in any Pettingtons.
And the Drunken Cow Saloon. I would love to see a drunken cow actually now, thinking about it. I think I'm going to have to look at videos after this.
When you come to Hull again, I'll show you some drunken cows.
Wow. Oh, there's actually a cow up here as well. Like a default
If anyone in England, now you know where I live. Congrats on that. I'm going to move now so no one can find me.
Aww.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's awesome rail track here as well. That was what the Pennington station was for. Yes.
Very nice. So, but in this transition now where we go and look at the optional theme, we'll just do a quick apology to why we've been away a little bit. So yeah, I've been like traveling England a little bit, and then Phil, you passed your driving test.
I learnt to drive. I sat a test, and now I am officially allowed on the roads without supervision, which it surely will not come back to hit anyone at speed. At all. So no, yeah, I've been focusing on that, and I'm amazed that I got through that. So I got through that with only 2 minor faults, and I'm really happy with that.
Awesome.
So I can drive my little motor, Angus, everywhere.
Nice, but we are back
he has a name.
But we are back to the usual schedule now, so you'll see the normal schedule return. But yes, here we are. So these are the honourable mentions for the theme of Dragon in week 20. We've got Trexderma Butter here. Doing a fairly interesting snowy landscape, which is reminiscent of Skyrim, with this awesome dragon, which looks a little bit like Balerion the Dread, if anyone's a fan of the history of A Song of Ice and Fire. He reminds me of Balerion the Dread.
I think that it is basically a flying T-Rex, and that's what he went for, because he always makes a T-Rex.
That is true.
Is there actually a T-Rex in this build?
I kind of love... It's kind of like... I don't know if it's half finished or just half awesome, because one thing has got, like, flappy bits on the wing, and then the other bit doesn't have flappy bits on the wing.
Maybe it's wounded.
Well, at least it's blowing fire out of its smoke hole. I mean, that's always good. So, see?
I don't know why I'm surprised.
It's going to keep happening.
It's going to keep happening every single time now.
Yeah.
Yay for dragon.
But yeah, this little watchtower thing here reminds me a little bit of Skyrim, like where you'd climb up the tower and stuff. I like it, though.
And there's always thieves that don't want to question. They're just like, outsider, kill.
Exactly.
Every single time. I try and be nice in those games, but the bandits just don't care.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on here to a crazy big build here.
It is bad. RM Remo.
And this is pretty intense.
This is a really, really cool clock tower with a pretty creepy looking dragon at the top.
I think he looks cute. I think he looks a little bit like Toothless from How to Train a Dragon, but just
It does orange. A little bit, yeah. Maybe Toothless is like, distant cousin.
It reminds me more of a drake than a dragon, but I do like it quite a lot.
Yeah. But he's literally just leaning all the way around. He's a very thin dragon, just,
I like it.
Scooping around. And then perfectly his tail is just cupping the clock there. And I imagine that, he enjoys the sound of it being, on the hour and all the gongs going, so he just gets his little tail and pushes the hand back again so he can listen to it.
Yeah, I'm going to fly into his mouth. Oh, there's just lava in his mouth.
Oh, is it not very much smoke going on in that smoke hole?
And there's no smoke hole, actually, it's just lava. It's a lava hole.
But yeah, he's even though he loves his clock tower, he's destroyed it a little bit at the top, which is a bit silly of him.
It is pretty cool looking, though.
He's got a lot of character.
He's a ginger dragon, so what's not to like?
So a lot that you can... relate to with this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just
but no, really, really awesome. But I really do like the tower, and of course, organics like that are just amazing. And then inside, there's actually some pretty cool crystal stuff going on here, which reminds me a lot of Mage, but it's very archaic and very suspicious. The clock tower needs this crystal to run, but yeah.
Maybe it's powered by its crystal energy.
You're right. Were you mesmerized by it?
It's a little bit mesmerizing. I didn't even notice it before until you actually said that. So, and the winner of the optional theme of dragons for week 20 is Yellow Frost.
And this, by far, has to be the cutest one because it's a little baby dragon.
Have you ever thought about Yellow Frost's name? Do you think that's just like snow, yellow snow that's gone a bit frosty?
Now I don't want to think about it, actually.
Okay.
No.
So here we go. Look at this little drakeling. Little cute little guy.
Oh.
Look at him. He's adorable.
Smoke coming out of his smoke holes. Beat you to it.
Yeah, smoke holes. I'm just going to rename this episode to Welcome to Smoke Holes, a FyreUK show.
But then, you think this is like, it's a little egg just hatching on top of the mat, but come inside, come under.
Well, there's a little door
under the egg.
So I'm gonna go through this little door. Here we go. Wow, there's a what?
I'll just meet you on the other side, I guess.
Okay, well,
I think...
this is interesting. Specimen research, break room, dragon egg incubation. So let's go to the specimen research first.
So this is very much like,
this is very reminiscent of the UFO we went in not too long ago.
Yeah. Maybe there's a theme going here.
Are the aliens birthing this dragon?
Well, to be fair, if you want a pet for your alien son for his birthday, and you're an evil alien with a spaceship and everything.
You want Daenerys Targaryen? I mean, you want a dragon?
Yes. Either or. Probably actually not the dragon. They're probably a bit harder to control, but still cool though.
So this is the...
And you definitely win Dad of the Year.
Wow, Come on. What is happening in this room? There's like engines
whirling.
Egg
status, hatch, core temperature optimal. And happening? They obviously just raised the egg. We raised him up.
They literally just raised the egg.
They are raising this young child of a drakeling. Should we just see how many puns we can get in that are absolutely terrible and how many really bad jokes? So that's what all this episode feels like.
That's all people expect at this point, I think.
It's just amazing builds, but with terrible puns and jokes thrown in around them.
Yeah, that was really cool though. It's a really nice little build. I can see why that one actually, because from outside it looks quite small, but there's so much detail inside.
And there's a walkway around the outside as well, and it's that thing that at a glance you think, it's actually quite a small build, but if you go inside, there's just so much detail thrown in the middle of it, and that's what I keep enjoying about coming to FyreWeekly builds, is that it's not about the size, it's about the cute little guy you got on top of your mountain.
I want to give the dragon a name. I'm gonna name him Smokey.
Smokey the dragon.
Yep. His name is Smokey.
I feel like that's been used before for some sort of campaign ad against smoking, but sure, yeah.
Let's
you
move
will be
on.
our poster boy of our anti-smoking campaign.
So we're moving on to the themes of Future and Shipwreck for the week of 21. The 21st
this one
week of FyreWeekly.
I'm pretty excited about because there's some really awesome stuff in here. But our first one is by the creator of FyreWeekly himself, Mr. Ek628.
Before anyone calls BS on this, he wasn't judging this week. But
any time that we get a week where any of us enter, like on the staff team, where those that usually judge, we abstain from voting for obvious reasons of we would just give ourselves 100 points each.
Or we just sleep, one of the two.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start down here at the bottom, which kind of reminds me of the bottom of Terrace in KOTOR, like when it's kind of like you just see the big supports of the huge city above.
Yeah.
It's just this kind of
Well, it's funny you say that because that's apparently the theme that he was going for, was the Old Republic sort of style.
Really?
Of sci-fi.
I didn't actually know that.
He was
pretty interesting.
That's pretty good that you picked up on that. I bet you he'll be happy. But apparently he was playing the games and then decided to come and play FyreWeekly and build this awesome.
Oh, this is definitely calling back to Lower City as well. There's a little signage here. Okay, I'm gonna climb.
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, if you can get up from there somehow.
But yeah, I'm a big KOTOR fan, and the first planet you land on is Taris, and it gets bombarded by the Sith. And before that, you go down to the Lower City, and that's kind of what it reminds me of. These remind me of these sewers as well in the Lower City.
I'm trying to find you now because I can't actually. Tell you what.
Where the hell am I?
I don't know. I can see your name outside, but I'm trying to.
Oh,
there you are. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, the lift is broken actually, so you just made something awesome. But yeah, if you come out and fly around here, you can actually see that it's all cut off and it's like an intersection that we've had with cities before. But you can very clearly see, the undergrounds, the sewer bit, the lower city, and then coming up you have all these lovely, nice areas that are white and pristine and have trees and children with flowers and stuff.
Wow, that is pretty crazy. Like how white and pristine it gets the higher up you go.
But it's awesome because you come down here and there's part of a bar that you can go into and stuff here. And then there are actually some interiors inside. So but you just have to go in and try and find them. And then obviously there's the broken elevator shaft going all the way through, because elevators, in the future, but also the past, because Star Wars is in the past.
Yeah, it's in a galaxy long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. Do, 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 do. Sorry, that's me getting a little bit too excited thinking about more Star Wars, because
Star Wars.
I can't wait.
Star Wars. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, really, really cool build. So props to Ek for building that.
It's very cool.
And
okay, so number 2, as we've already see it right here, but
is by none other than the Yellow Snow. Mr.
Yellow Frost again.
Now, this one is actually pretty cool, because it looks amazing from the outside, because it's just this awesome thing. But if you go through in here, we've got more alien. Where are you? Wait,
I just saw you run into a docking station, and I'm scared, because I don't want to get involved in any docking.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm bringing the classy references for this episode.
Alright, so this is sort of the docking level. So we'll go down to the engineering level, which is at the bottom. Okay. But authorized access only, and heat-proof clothing required, so danger of death. So you have to be careful. But you are ginger, so you will be okay.
Wait, I'm not very good with heat. I was
Sorry,
on a beach about a week ago, Phil. I burnt.
Get in.
Ah! Okay, I'm fine. I'm okay.
There we go.
I was worried I was just going to set a light as soon as I stepped in.
The radiation will only, prohibit a few things.
You're
alright. You're alright.
That's about 13,000 and, let's see, 1306 degrees Celsius hotter than I like it. So. Oh my god. Well, this feels a little dangerous.
Safe. Safe is the word you want to get.
Nope.
But yeah, that's engineering, and that's pretty cool. And again, when you look from the outside, you don't think it's very big, but it is. It is bigger on the inside.
This is the thing about Yellow Frost's builds, I think, especially in FyreWeekly. He's getting so good at just disguising the size of things from the outside. It's really cool. Which way did you go, by the way?
Up.
You went up.
Keep going up. Just keep going up. And then you get to a bridge level in a minute, but then the golden icing on the cake, or the cherry on top, as you might want to think about it, is right at the top. And it's
This is really cool. I'm going to have a little look out the window. Yes. I just see the side of X build. But I can see some old builds over there. Old FyreWeeklies.
And then me. Alright, I'm going to swiftness you up.
I'm going to run over here. I can see a lady. All
rabbit.
Stations to forward.
All stations.
That's how it works.
All stations to forward.
Yep. I know my science.
I want to find that game where we're spaceship captains and we'll just take it in turns. Like, what is it, Artemis or something like that?
Oh yeah.
I want us to get some other people and try that, because I think it would just be hilarious to see you command a ship. But
command a ship. I'll be amazing.
Look at this! Isn't this beautiful?
Wow. It's like
sort of out of the middle of nowhere,
I'm gonna have a little sit down here. A little sit down.
Sit in the park.
Oh.
Right next to the bulkhead, which is about to explode any second.
But yeah, this is awesome.
There's some stairs up, and then you can go in here, and there's a nice little, lounge area. All very nice for aliens.
Or is it just the futuristic humans? We'll never know.
I don't know. I have a feeling that, Yellow Frost is going with a theme here, and it's the same culture. We'll have to inquire and see, but...
So they have the UFO, they have this strange station, they have a dragon birthing facility. They sound terrifying.
Or awesome. Depends how you look at things.
I'm breaking out.
What?
Come on.
You can't. If you break out there, everything's dead now. That's it.
Everything's dead.
See, even I got sucked out of the side there. I'm now flying away in space, but no one will hear me scream.
That's how it goes.
Alright, moving on to number 3 again, very quickly. Trying to save time. This one is an awesome post-apocalyptic couple of towers by Mr. Adamas.
Nice.
Who is an awesome builder. And yeah, as you can see, it is really, really cool. Really, really tall. All detailed, fully.
So, Tom was telling me earlier that when he checked this build out, that it's all a puzzle. And you can actually figure your way out, climbing up it. But that would probably take another 20-30 minutes of this episode.
At least, because we all know how easy it is to get you lost.
Yeah, so we're just going to enjoy the cake.
There is lovely cake on top, so that's our reward.
Yep.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom nom.
This one has awesome stuff on it. What
Does
it is? It tastes like joy.
Is it cherry?
Cherry joy.
There we go. Really nice build. There's a lot of really incredible detail actually in these skyscrapers.
I mean, if you think about the fact of you've got to build these structures and then go through every single room and make sure it's got a bit of detail. I mean, just look at the amount of rooms that this place actually has. So the patience to go through and do that is,
I'll fall right down the middle for everyone so they can see.
Whee! Yay!
Boop. So there we go.
That's the noise your head makes when...
And let's move on to the optional theme of Shipwreck for week 21, because we are running quite long on this episode now.
A little bit. Apologies for that. But yes, this is Mr. Sir Levian and his awesome little shipwreck cove, which is really nice, really pretty.
What's nice to note about this as well, this is all hand terraform. There's no voxel sniper or world edit used for this.
Yes.
So it's very cool to see these. And he's got this little kind of shipwreck that's kind of gone off this little waterfall and been ruined, which is a shame because it looked like it was a nice little boat, but it's all gone now.
It was a nice little boat, but boats die. You get a new one.
That's morbid. I don't want to hear that. I love boats.
Boats aren't people.
Boats are people too. They're not only for Christmas. They're my friends.
Oh. But yeah, this is really awesome, and I really did. This was probably one of my favorite ones, just because it was so nice and neat.
It is really neat.
Yes. Neat and this one, again, handmade completely by a Mr. Direx, who was our second runner-up here, and has an awesome little shipwreck, which, if you go underwater, you can see all the chests and stuff glowing beneath, but, again, coming to the fact of making something like this by hand, really, really impressive.
And it's all on an angle, which is really cool. There's like the broken, where the sail would go, the sail pole. Yeah. I'm really good at ship knowledge. The sail pole. Where's its smoke hole?
The mast.
Mast, that's the word.
If a ship is smoking, then it's probably not going to be alive for much longer.
I like this little treasure room underwater, where all the gubbins from the ship.
Where all the booty was being kept, and
I don't see any booty.
That's pirate for stuff.
Oh,
we're speaking pirate.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
Yar ship be.
And then on to pirates to aliens, which are also kind of pirates.
Mr. Adamas here with the winning build of the optional theme of Shipwreck.
Which is a pretty awesome take. I do love it when people take the original theme and manage to create something so out of the blue. So yeah, welcome to space, and here is another shipwreck, probably by these awful aliens that we keep hearing about.
From over there. Those guys shot him down. But look, I love the planet design, actually. All this kind of grey and red and the trees.
It very much reminds me of Starbound to a degree. I want to just, play Starbound now. Can we go do that? Can we just go play Starbound?
Sure. Do you guys want to see some Starbound videos? No one's going to say yes to that.
No.
As good
Join
as
the bandwagon
is,
late.
It's still, really late.
No, I really love that game. But yeah, I really do like this build, and I think it is pretty awesome to see.
It's really unique, actually, just to see something like this after seeing two kind of pirate-y kind of designs or normal.
It's always nice to see where people go with it, like I said, and it's, every single time that we put a theme out, we want to try and leave it, give people the direction, but keep it vague as well, so they can go with whatever they want.
Yep.
Hence why future on there, we've got a spaceship, a city from a galaxy far, far away, many, many, many thousands of years ago, and also a horrible apocalyptic future, which I want no part of.
Well, this has been really fun. I've enjoyed these builds a lot this week, and that's the end of this Winner's Avenue, actually. So next week, we'll be back with weeks 22 and 23, and the start of a brand new Winner's Avenue.
New avenue! Celebrate! Party!
Oh,
it'll be amazing. Alright, thank you very much for watching, everyone, and we shall see you in the next episode.
Goodbye! Am I being iced? Is this what cryo sleep feels like?
Yes, this is cryo sleep, Matt. The aliens are going to take you away shortly.
No.
And you will be dead.
I don't like aliens.